Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
High school seniors, listen up. Your journey at Itawamba Community College begins now. Registration for ICC's orientation sessions is now open. This free, required, and incredibly beneficial event is a must. Discover the ins and outs of campus life, create your class schedule for the fall. Spots are filling up fast, so don't miss out. Register for one of our spring or summer sessions at www.iccms.edu/orientation.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, out to the ballpark as just now getting the lineups from East Mississippi, so having a little bit of delay of a start here. So we're going to be good to go here in a moment and have that Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups called out for both teams here as getting the PA folks squared away. And looks like we'll be ready to go now as we'll take you to the field for today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Itawamba Community College Softball Complex, where today we will face off against East Mississippi Community College. Leading off for East Mississippi, we got number 3, Victoria Irving. Batting second, we got Gail Wisher. Batting third, number 17, Lane Atkins. Batting fourth, number 1, Casey Wisher. Batting fifth and 5, Rachel Rommel. Batting sixth, Karis Goodwin. Batting seventh, number 8, Brianna Bird. Batting eighth, double O, Madeline Dvorak. Batting ninth, we got number 33, Jenna Kirkland. And the flex player is number 11, Layla Roper. And now today for your Itawamba Indians, we got playing right field, number 2, Allie Beckley. Playing center field, we got number 1, Sammy Day Jones. Playing first, we got Jesse Smith, number 24. DP for the day, 30, Valley Tyree. Catcher, double 2s, Chloe McLean. Shortstop, we got number 5, Hallie Turner. Playing third, we got number 6, Avery Wolf. Playing left field, we got number 7, Tamaya Martin. Playing second base, we got number 13, Camden Cooper. And your pitcher for today, number 21, Alyssa Cliff. And now, if everyone would, please rise, move all caps, move to the flag for the national anthem.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're just moments away from that Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here between ICC and East Mississippi. An absolute beautiful day for softball. Actually, temperatures higher than normal this time of year, but I'll take it. As that Guaranteed Bank opening pitch grounded right back to the pitcher by Irby, and 1-3 on the putout for out number 1. So an aggressive swing there, as I didn't even have a chance to get set up to be able to switch the camera that time. So 1 out now, and this will bring Gail Wisher to the plate. We'll give you the lineups in the exchange of the innings here, brought to you by Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works. Irby, 1 swing, 1 out as she grounded out 1-3 for those of you that might be scoring at home. This is Gail Wisher, the shortstop. Stands in, takes that first pitch for strike 1. In the circle for ICC is Alyssa Clift, 3-7 on the year with a 4.38 ERA. As this pitch popped up, it's going to get back and out of play, and the count will go 0-2 now. Well, this game was, I'm not even going to act like I remember when this game was originally scheduled, but Mother Nature has wreaked all kind of havoc with our baseball and softball schedules this year, but this is being made up from a previous scheduled day that it was rained out. I believe it might have been Friday of last week. Don't quote me on that. As the count goes 1-2 now here on Gail Wisher. Atkins on deck here for East Mississippi. Wisher lifts that pitch high. Good eye for a ball. 2-2 now is the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Nobody on here at the top of the first. Game 1 of 2 this afternoon. As fouls this one back, able to keep it alive, the at-bat that is, after finding a piece of that one, and we'll sit at 2-2. Good crowd out. This game being played a lot earlier than we normally play our home games. Normally play those at 2 and 4 o'clock, but getting this one started early here with our friends from East Mississippi. Not that long of a drive from Scooba to Fulton, as there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. That'll be our first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com. Now this will bring Atkins, the DP, to the plate. To finish my thought, though, on how close Scuba and ICC are, probably, other than Northeast, maybe one of our closer drives, just around that 2 hours on the travel time from Scuba to ICC. It'd be very similar to what it takes to get to Northwest. That's on the bus. You can make it a little bit quicker if you drive creatively in your own vehicle. At first pitch, missing low for a ball. 0-1 is the count. Atkins at the plate, rips this one. Second baseman gets it, tosses it over, and 3 up, 3 down. Go the Lions there in the top of the first. As we said, we'll give you today's starting lineups here in the exchange of the innings. So allow me to turn down the external mic so we won't get blown out by the music here. We've already introduced you to the first 3 batters of the game here for East Mississippi. It was led off by Victoria Irby. She's playing in right field. Gail Wisher is the shortstop. Then you've got Lena Atkins. She is playing the DP position, batting for Roper, who is the second baseman in the flex position. That's Layla Roper. Then you've got, batting in the 4th spot, Karen Wisher, who is playing in center field. Catching today is going to be Rachel Rommel. And then pitching in the circle is Goodwin. As I said, we're just now getting the lineups just before we went on air. Goodwin is pitching. Batting 7th is Bird. That's Brianna Bird. And then batting 8th, and let's see, Bird is playing in left field. Batting 8th is going to be Dvorak. She is the first baseman. And Kirkland will round things off as she will be batting 9th and playing third base. For ICC, they've mixed up the lineup a little bit over the last couple of games. Allie Beckley leads us off playing in right field. Sammy Day Jones is in center field. Jesse Smith is over at first base. Riley Tyree is the DP. McLean is catching. Turner shortstop. Wolf is at third base. Martin is in left field. And Cooper is batting in that 9th spot playing second base. That is your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for both squads here. ICC and Coke. Now that's a winning combination, as there's going to be a bunt laid down and no play, as that's going to be a leadoff single there for Allie Beckley. Beckley starting us off with a positive note there. And so now this will bring Sammy Day Jones to the plate. As I was saying, ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination. As that first one goes, and Beckley is going to steal second. Gets kind of tripped up there with the second baseman, then successfully goes to third. Ball is overthrown. And that will be at least a stolen base to second. Don't know that we can credit her with the stolen base at third. As we said, when she slid in, the second baseman kind of dove over the top of her. Was no interference as it was a clean play to the plate. We'll just say the ball gets away and allows her to advance to third. So ICC aggressive on the bases here early here in the bottom of the first. As Sammy Day Jones cranks this one, it's going to drop for a base hit, and that's going to score the run. So an RBI single by Sammy Day Jones after the stolen base and advance on the ball getting away on the throw. And that's so ICC now taking a 1-0 lead here. And so now this will be Jesse Smith at the plate. Stands there, takes strike one. Sorry about the confusion. Had someone trying to basically take over and sit in the broadcast booth area. Had to let them know that we had a live mic and not allowed to sit here, even though we had it taped off. So that first pitch missing. Excuse me, first pitch was in there for a strike. Second pitch missing. 1-1 now is the count here to the first baseman, Smith. Runner at first, that is Sammy Day Jones. She had an RBI single that scored Allie Beckley. Jesse awaiting the pitch here. Runner goes, a little hit and run action, but that's going to be fouled off. 1-2 now is the count. Tyree on deck for the Indians. She is the DP here in game one. So waiting the pitch here to Smith once again. Smith squares, chops at this one. First baseman makes a backhand grab. Will step on the bag for out number one. 3 unassisted on the put out there. And now this will bring Tyree to the plate. Sammy Day Jones able to advance to second on the play. And so now with one out and runner at second, this is going to be Tyree, the DP. Takes that pitch high and inside for a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, and a runner at second here for the Indians. They lead it 1-0 here in the top of the first. Ground ball, foul ball. Gets by both coaches. And so now the count even up at 1-1. Well, we do appreciate all the fans' patience this season as construction going on at the field. The new grandstands, which we're able to enjoy this season, but also the new dressing rooms, press box that we'll be able to enjoy next season. As that pitch missing low, 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Riley Tyree at the plate, Sammy Day Jones at second. That pitch drifts low and outside for a ball. 3-1 now is the count. So waiting the 3-1 offering here from Goodwin. That one's ripped to the third baseman. Going to look to runner back to second. Throw is low, but a nice dig out of the dirt that time. 5-3 on the putout for out number 2. Well, that was a tough play. Good job over there at first base by Dvorak. Able to dig that one up out of the dirt and collect the out. Don't know that Rommel may have thought, or excuse me, not Rommel, but Kirkland may have thought she had to rush that throw a little bit. Had a little bit more time than she thought, but did get the throw over in time. That pitch at the knees for a strike. 0-1 now is the count. So this pitch in there for strike 2. 0-2 now is the count. So this is McLean at the plate. Unless that pitch drifts inside for a ball. 1-2 now is the count here to the catcher, McLean. ICC trying to spark a 2-out rally here. They've already pushed 1 across in the bottom of the first. See if they can get something going here with 2 outs and a runner at second. Goodwin looking for the exit. Ground ball. Second baseman comes up, makes the play. Plenty of time, 4-3. So a nice job after giving up that run to start the inning by Goodwin to get 3 straight groundouts to end the inning with minimum damage done. We've played 1 here in Fulton, 1-0 ICC with the lead. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Ooh, these new Little Caesars Crazy Pups are fun size, and you can eat them anywhere.
Wow, they're packed with cheese and pepperoni.
Keep those hands at 10 and 2. Check your blind spot.
Take delicious Little Caesars Crazy Puffs anywhere for the incredible price of only $3.99.
Pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set now to move to the top of the second inning. ICC leads it 1-0 after an RBI single by Sammy Day Jones. East Mississippi settled down nicely after that, got 3 straight groundouts to get out of the inning with minimum damage done and a runner left at second. For East, they went 3 up, 3 down in the top part of the first. It'll be the 4, 5, 6 batters due up here for East Mississippi. Karen Wisher, Rachel Rommel, and Carrie's Goodwin. As that pitch missing for a ball, 1-0 is the count here to Wisher. Wisher playing in center field. You'll hear the jets flying by, something East Mississippi might be accustomed to as this ball popped up to the shortstop. As that's the Columbus Air Force Base doing their training. They access the waterway a lot of times for their test flights, and you'll hear those fly by time and time again here around campus. And sometimes they get really low to the ground, and that's the last one. Sounded like it was pretty tight to the ground as well. That pitch in there for a strike, as this is the catcher Rachel Rommel now at the plate. 1 out and nobody on. Rommel will dig in here. And she hammers this one to right field. Right fielder's going to give chase and will make the play for out number 2. Good idea, but man, Allie Beckley, tons of speed over there in right field. Of course, for East Mississippi fans that kept up with basketball, that may be a familiar name for you, as Beckley, a member of the women's basketball team that advanced to the semifinals of the Region 23 tournament. She was the starting point guard on that team. As that pitch missing outside for a ball. This is now Goodwin at the plate. She can help her own cause here with a base hit, as she is the game 1 pitcher today here for East Mississippi. 1-0 is the count. That pitch just high. 2-0 now is the count here from Clift. So 2-0 is the count here to Goodwin. That one in there for a strike. 2-1 now is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of the second inning. ICC leading it 1-0. This one absolutely blistered but fouled. 2-2 now is the count here to Goodwin. So the Indians looking for the exit here. East Mississippi trying to spark a 2-out rally. Nobody on base right now. Awarding the 2-2 offering here from Clift. That pitch missing outside for a ball. Good eye on the part of Goodwin. Try to get her to chase one, but held off on that one, as now the count goes full at 3-2. So your best versus my best right here. Clift to Goodwin. And this one ripped on a line and just right at Allie Beckley as she catches that one for out number 3. If you're Clift, you look out at Beckley, tip your cap and say good job, as East Mississippi goes 3 up, 3 down there in the top of the second. We're going to take a break, hear a few words. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we now head to the bottom of the second inning. 6, 7, 8 batters due up. Turner, Wolf, and Martin scheduled up here for ICC. They lead it 1-0 after an RBI single in the bottom of the first by Sammy Day Jones that scored Allie Beckley. That first pitch in there for a strike, and I tell you what, Goodwin is doing a good job of filling up the strike zone, getting ahead of the batters, especially after settling down after that Day Jones single to left. A little off speed, but falls outside. 1-1 now is the count. Do want to give a shout out to Coach Hawkins, who had to go back home to take care of family situations, so she's not here today. There's a line drive right at the catcher for out number 1, but Hawk, just know we all thinking about you back here in Mississippi. Hope things are going well there. Now this will bring up Avery Wolf, who is playing third base. Filling in for Coach Hawkins today is Elijah Coleman, one of the managers, coaching over at first base. As there's a grounder, left side, third baseman had it, but all for glove, and that will go for an E5 on the play. One of those that probably should have let go there, as their shortstop was in the spot for it. So a 1-out error will put Wolf on, and this will bring Martin to the plate. And of course, these stats are always unofficial. A lot of people say that I'm a little too mean on my errors. As this pitch low and in the dirt for a ball. Somebody says, Gore, this is how you look at an error. If you can make the play, then it's an error. I told them if that's the case, there's no such thing as an error in the game of softball or baseball because I can't make any of these plays. 1-0 pitch coming. Martin shows bunt, attempts at it, misses. 1-1 now is the count. We do want to welcome those that are watching here from East Mississippi. Say hello and hope you're all having a good day. And welcome those members of the ICC family tuning in as well. I do want to remind those folks that are watching in favor of East Mississippi as there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. You got a good one in the SID down at East Mississippi, and David Brzezinski. Not only is he a good SID, but a good buddy of mine. So if you see him at a ball game, be sure and stop by and thank him for all that he does to help bring East Mississippi athletics your way, and all of the folks that help out with him as well. There's going to be a foul ball. We'll stay at 1-2. So just show him a little love next time you're at the ballpark. 1-2 now is the count here to Martin, who's playing in left field here for the Indians. Runner at first is Wolf, who reached on an error. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Nice pitch, a little low and outside that time. Martin couldn't hold off of it. That is the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day there for Goodwin. Find out what's next by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. So this will be the number 9 batter, Cooper, coming to the plate. She's playing second base. 2 outs and a runner at first. Rips that one, but right at the shortstop. Easy toss over to second. And that will end the inning. Well, the Indians get a runner on an error, but couldn't get anything going there. It's still 1-0 ICC after two complete here in game 1. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
We got a bit of extended exchange here between the innings as we move to the top of the third. The umpire crew met on the infield and then went over and talked to the East Mississippi head coach. And not really sure what that conversation was about. Didn't see anything in the exchange, so either way it goes, Brianna Bird, 7, 8, 9 batters due up. Brianna Bird, Madeline Dvorak, and Jenna Kirkland scheduled up here for East Mississippi in the top of the third. 1-0 is your score as that pitch missing low for a ball. Bird playing in left field, also batting in that 7 spot. That pitch drifts high for a ball. 2-0 is the count. So 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. So we're in the top of the third, 1-0 ICC with the lead after a RBI single from Sammy Day Jones that scored Allie Beckley, who singled, stole a base, advanced when the ball got away after a collision at second base, and then eventually scored on that single to left by Sammy Day. 2-1 now is the count here on Bird. That one at the knees for a strike. Nice job by Clift to battle back and even things up now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Grounder up the middle, second baseman backhands, throw across the way is in time. Nice defensive play there by Cooper. That was not as easy as she made it look, as Bird got a good jump down the line that time and had to reach across her body to make the play, and then her momentum carrying her more towards second than first to make the throw. Hits it on the spot, and now there's 1 out. Madeline Dvorak will be at the plate now. She's playing first base. Has that pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count. So waiting the 0-1 pitch here from Clift. It drifts a little low. 1-1 now is the count here to Dvorak. We've got softball scheduled all week here on the Red Channel, but Mother Nature may have some different ideas for us. As that pitch in the dirt. 2-1 now is the count. So you want to make sure you follow us on the app formerly known as Twitter, now known as X, at Let's Go ICC, as well as visit our athletic website to see any changes made to the schedule. 2-1 now is the count. That one in there for a strike. 2-2 is the count now to Dvorak. Speaking of that, we will be scheduled to make up our games with Southwest. We'll be the home team, but we'll be playing at Southwest on April the 26th. First game starting at 1 o'clock. Swinging and a miss for strike 3. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout there, second of the game for Clift. And so now this will be Jenna Kirkland coming to the plate. Kirkland playing third base, batting in that 9 spot. 2 outs and nobody on here for Kirkland. Kirkland swings on this one, pops it up, center fielder, caught off by the right fielder, and makes the play. My view is kind of blocked up here, but a nice job by Beckley just to coast underneath that one and get 3 up, 3 down there in the third. We'll move to the bottom of the third, where to be the top part of the lineup for ICC. 1-0 Indians with the lead. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this?
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
At Little Caesars, get a large custom 2-topping pizza for only $7.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $7.99? Get out of here! This pizza is only $7.99. No way! This is $7.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $7.99? Oh, you're crazy for this. Listen, pirate, stop taking my $7.99 pizza. Choose a large custom 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $7.99 when you order online. Only $7.99. What?
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back now as we move to the bottom of the third inning. It's going to be Beckley, Tate Jones, and Smith scheduled up here. Beckley has one of the 2 hits for the Indians today. As we mentioned, she started the game off with a bunt on the first pitch she saw. Speed to burn, so it was no play at first. Tries it this time, fouls it off for strike 1. She's able to steal second, advance after the collision at second, allowed the ball to get out to center field, and then eventually scored on a single to left by Sammy Day Jones, who is on deck. So 0-1 is the count here to Beckley. That pitch missing low and outside, and 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Beckley starting us off here in the bottom of the third. 1-0 is the score, ICC, and Beckley probably would like to have a do-over on that one. A little upset with herself that she chased that one. So now she's actually going to switch sides now. So she was batting left-handed. Beckley checks it, shortstop bobbles it, throw across the way, but a nice dig as 6-3 on the putout of Beckley. So good job there by the shortstop, and she batted that one down. Didn't panic, picked it up in a hurry, zipped it across for the out. And now let's bring up Sammy Day Jones. Jones had an RBI single. And so she'll dig in, and we'll await the pitch here from Goodwin. That pitch at the knees, called a strike. 0-1 is the count here to Sammy Day Jones. Sammy playing in center field. Pops this one up, foul territory, and it's going to get down. 0-2 now is the count. As I said, a beautiful day, but temperatures hotter than normal this time of year. I believe the temperature is going to be low to mid 80s by the time it's all said and done this afternoon. Thank goodness that we've got a tent here in our makeshift broadcast booth. As Sammy Day Jones rips this one, center fielder is going to go back and make the play. Well, thought for a second the center fielder might have got burned on that one, but a nice job adjusting by Karen Wisher out there in center field, was able to make the play just above her head. And so now with 2 outs, this is going to bring Jessie Smith to the plate. Jessie grounded out to the first baseman in her only appearance so far. So see if she could get things fired up here with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the third. Goodwin's pitch falls off the table a bit too soon. 1-0 is the count. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Smith thought about pulling the trigger on that one, held off, but it does drop in there for a strike. Nice pitch by Goodwin just to drop that one. Kind of like it only turned over once, and when it did, it just bottomed right into that strike zone. 1-1 now is the count. Smith, hard hit ball, third baseman to a knee, grabs it, throw across the way. It's in time, and the Indians go in order in the bottom of the third. We played 3 here in Fulton in game 1. 1-0 is the score. We'll take a timeout and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Ankle sprains are one of the most common sports injuries, with an estimated 25,000 occurring every day in the United States. Sprains can happen with any sport, including just walking across the yard. Ankle sprains are most common in ball sports such as basketball, soccer, volleyball, and others. As with any injury, your body quickly sends blood to start healing the process, which leads to the swelling. Rest, ice, compression, elevation, known as RICE, is a good way to treat an ankle sprain. This decreases the swelling, lessens your pain, and allows your body to heal the injury. Studies have shown that the sooner you return to activity, the better and typically the faster you will recover. Depending on the amount of injury to the ligaments, it may be days, weeks, or even months to return to high-intensity sports. Sometimes recovery may be slow, but if it gets better day by day or week by week, you are on the right path. If the ankle seems to stop improving and you just can't get back to your activities, then it's time to come see us at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Remember, our story is you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to move to the top of the 4th inning. Real quick scoring recap. This scoring recap brought to you by Sam's Town Market, and it is going to be quick because it's 1-0 right now. It was an RBI single by Sammy Day Jones that scored Beckley all the way back in the bottom of the first. And since then, it's just been lights out pitching between Goodwin and Clift here in game 1. So back to the top of the lineup here for East Mississippi. It'll be Irby, Wisher, and Atkins scheduled up. Irby grounded out to the pitcher on the first pitch she saw to start the contest. Is that pitch in there for a strike? So 0-1 is the count here to the right fielder, Irby. That pitch off the table too soon. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs as Irby starting us off here in the top of the 4th. Shows bunt, and actually looked like she fouled that one back. They're going to say that was a ball. If I'm ICC, I appeal because that ball clearly moved whenever she made the made the attempt at the bunt. So a break here for East Mississippi. Good bunt laid down. Cliff's throw is not in time. So that'll be the first hit of the day there for East Mississippi on that bunt single by Irby. Really doesn't matter now that it wasn't called a strike or a foul ball to pitch before. Actually, it could have. It could have taken the bunt off in that situation. So a break there for East Mississippi, as now this will bring Gail Wisher to the plate. She struck out the first of 2 Renaissance Bank strikeouts of the day for Clift. So the tying run at first with a speedy Victoria Irby after that infield bunt single. As a big swing and a miss there for Wisher for strike 1. So Gail, as we mentioned, struck out swinging in her only at bat so far in the contest. Shows bunt, runner goes, throw down is in time. Or no, they're going to say not in time. Are they going to say interference? If that's interference, then you can't throw anybody out at second. She was in front of the bag, had her foot there. That's just That's just a bad call by the umpire. So that will go for a stolen base, but if that's the case, then there's no sense in throwing the ball to second. She was in front of the plate. She had her foot back on the bag. That'd be one of those I'd love to hear the definition on why he thought that was interference. As I said, she was in the spot in front of the, not in front of the bag as in front of the bag for where the runner was, but in front of the bag as in between the pitcher and second base. But either way it goes, you got to play around it in this situation. That pitch called a strike. So Wisher will have to guard the dish here with a 1-2 count. This pitch popped up, foul territory. Wolf's going to give chase. McLean tried to make the diving effort to make the play, but couldn't come up with it, and that was a rough landing there for McLean. But we've talked about her all season. ICC fans will be accustomed to me saying this, but East Mississippi fans, that's typical Chloe McLean. She is tough as a pine knot, not afraid to make those diving efforts to try to make those outs. Just couldn't come up with that one there, as now the count will stay 1-2 after that foul ball. This one blistered and off the dugout at third base. Hit it so hard it came back into play. They want to send that one to the dugout and get it checked on. That's exactly what Wolf is going to do there. She's going to send it over to Clift. That one was annihilated. Probably put a dent over there in the third base dugout. There's a shot, but right back to the second baseman and able to get back in time. Line out to second to retire Wisher. And I tell you what, Wisher, when she has hit the ball, she has hit it on a rope, just unfortunately right at the second baseman. But a good job there by Irby to have the wherewithal to get back and beat the throw to second. So this will be Atkins, the DP at the plate. She grounded out 4-3 in her only appearance. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes it high for a ball. Well, East looks like they're trying to play some small ball to advance that runner over to third. As Wisher showed bunt a couple of times. One out. Runner at second. 1-0 is the score here between ICC and East Mississippi. Shows bunt. Couldn't find it. 1-1 now is the count. So waiting the 1-1 offering here from Clift. That one in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here to Atkins. So we mentioned Atkins, the DP today, batting in that third spot for East Mississippi. That pitch missing outside for a ball. 2-2 now is the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second. That is the tying run here for East Mississippi in the top of the 4th inning. Wind picking up here at the ballpark. That pitch, a little sweet chin music there as the count now goes 3-2. So now the count full. Atkins trying to come up with a hit here. Anything down to the outfield can score a run. Instead, there's strike 3. Clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there. That is the 3rd of the game for Clift. And now that's 2 outs here in the inning. As this will bring up Karen Wisher batting in that 4th spot. She popped up to the shortstop to start the 2nd inning. So with 2 outs, she's going to show bunt. Pulls back, takes that one high for a ball. So 1-0 is the count here to Karen Wisher. I keep saying Karen because there's a Gail and Karen Wisher on the team here for East Mississippi. And that one's going to be fouled back. Tough break there. She checked her swing, but ran in just enough that it popped off the small part of the bat. 1-1 now is the count. McLean wanting to come out and talk to her pitcher here. Like Cliff was kind of fidgeting with her eye there. Maybe a little bit of the dirt blew up in that last pitch. As this wind picking up a little bit more than it has been so far. Breaking the action, I want to remind you of some of our other sponsors. That's Fagata's Mexican Restaurant, located right next to Davis Ford, two proud sponsors of ICC Athletics. You also got the ICC Baptist Student Union, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Raising Cane's in Tupelo, all proud to sponsor today's action, along with Bank Okolona. So the count 1-1 here on Karen Wisher. She's playing in center field. Had a nice play back in the bottom of the third to collect an out on Sammy Day Jones. Looked like she didn't get a good jump on the ball, but had good closing speed as there's a swing and a miss for strike two. She was able to adjust nicely and didn't really make a stretched out catch, but a catch that was just above her head to get the out. So now she's faced with a 1-2 count here with 2 outs and a runner at second here for East Mississippi. Cliff's pitch. A little hit and run action, and that's going to score the run. This is going to go for a Davis Ford double off the bat of Karen Wisher as the runner was in motion on the pitch. And that's going to be an RBI, so we're tied at 1. Nice piece of hitting there by East Mississippi. 1-1 now is the score. Still 2 outs and a runner on second here for the Lions. That's going to bring up Rachel Rommel to the plate, catching here in game 1. Tell you what, it's going to be a tough day on the catchers. We talked about hotter than normal this time of year. That first pitch in there for a strike to Rommel. So waiting the 0-1 pitch here. That one's high. Runner's going to advance. Throw down is not going to be in time. Then it gets to the outfield, and that's going to score the run on the throwing error. So advance on the wild pitch, score on the throwing error, and it's now 2-1 East Mississippi. So E2 on the score there as the throw ended up in left field. Count is 1-1. That one in there for a strike. We'll make sure it still is 1-1. Or it should be 1-2 now is the count I should have said. I just want to make sure it was still on 1 ball. Apparently the SEC did not show. There's a little check swing. Second baseman, easy toss over. 4-3 on the putout, but not before East Mississippi could take their first lead of the day here in the top of the 4th. 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and nobody left on base. ICC is going to send the 4, 5, 6 batters to the plate. Got to see if they can find their bats as they have been hitless since the second bat of the game. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet. A famous speed solver.
Piece of cake.
A noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now as we move to the bottom of the fourth inning, ICC now trailing it 2-1 after 2 runs there in the top half of the inning by the Lions. As it'll be Tyree, McLean, and Turner scheduled up. That first pitch high for a ball. Goodwin still in the circle here. It was Victoria Irby who reached on a single to start the inning, and then a 2-out double by Wisher scored her. As there's a hard hit ball over the head of the shortstop. It's going to get down to the gap, and this should go for a Davis Ford double. The throw in is not in time. So a nice answer there by Tyree, her first hit of the game. This will bring McLean to the plate. But to go back and finish out that scoring update from the top part of the inning, after that double by Rommel, it was advanced on the wild pitch, as there's going to be a bunt laid down foul for strike one. She advanced to third on the wild pitch. The throwing error by the catcher as the ball got out to left field, allowed Rommel to score, and that's where we're at right now at 2-1. That scoring update's being brought to you by Bank Okolona. New name, same great service. Bank Okolona, located there in Manatee, Okolona, Houston, Bruce, and a new location in Tupelo. Is that pitch up high for a ball? They're located right across from the hospital. If you know where the old McAllister's is in Tupelo, that's the exact same building they're in now. Go by and thank them for sponsoring today's action. Appreciate all those sponsors. As bunts laid down, and smart play. Third baseman thought about charging up on that one, knew that she wouldn't have a throw at first. Took a chance, let it roll foul, and now the count goes 1-2 here to McLean. Indians with a tying run at second after a double to start the inning here by Tyree. Now the count is 1-2 here to the catcher, McLean. McLean pops this one up, and it's going to go foul. Down the line, 1-2 stays the count. Good effort, though, over there at third by Kirkland. She was playing down the line, and had that ball been about a foot shorter, would have made a beautiful leaping catch to make the play. But luckily for ICC, it's still a 1-2 count here on McLean with a runner at second and no outs here in the bottom of the fourth. And that one's going to hit McLean. And so she'll wear one for the team there. Now ICC will have runners at first and second with no outs. And this is going to be Hallie Turner at the plate. Hallie absolutely blistered the ball in her previous at bat, but it was right at the shortstop. So looking to redeem herself here with the base hit and see if she can tie the contest with a speedy Tyree at second. Swings at the first pitch, misses that one. Strike one. Well, Hallie will be taking her game a long way from home. She'll be heading to Goldie Beacom next season. That's up in Delaware. As we await this pitch, we'll talk more about that, as that pitch missing low and inside, and 1-1 is the count. Wilmington, Delaware, as a matter of fact, is where she'll be playing. And just a bit of useless knowledge, as we'll go to that after this 1-1 pitch. Grounder, third baseman is going to step on the bag. A chance to turn two, throw across the way. Beautiful stretch, and is there in time. 5 unassisted, 3. Boy, that's a big-time play for East Mississippi. Now 2 away in the inning. Beautiful Little Caesars double play there. And so now this will bring Avery Wolf. She reached on an error her last time up. McLean did advance to second on the play, so she still represents the tying run in scoring position. But boy, clutch Little Caesars double play there by East Mississippi. That pitch in for a strike. Okay, to finish my thought, why is Wilmington so well known? Well, it's not why they're well known, but if you've ever got any piece of junk mail, that's that pitch high and inside for a ball. So if you checked your mailbox, you've got junk mail, those oddball flyers or sales papers or things like that. Majority of, if not all of that, comes from Wilmington, Delaware. 1-1 pitch, missing low and outside. 2-1 now is the count to Avery Wolf. That's right. Now you know. I guess for us older folks, the star would fly above your head. The more you know. So 2-1 now is the count here to Wolf. Tying run at second. Wolf chops that one but fouls it back. 2-2 now is the count. Well, it was a Little Caesars double play, 5 unassisted to 3. That has really gave East Mississippi a boost here. 2 outs in the inning. Indians need something to drop down to the outfield to see if they can tie this one up here in the bottom of the 4th. This one blistered, and it's going to be reeled in out there in right field. So East Mississippi getting it done defensively. A Little Caesars double play gets them out of the inning with no damage done. We've played 4. 2-1, East Mississippi with the lead. I've actually got that backwards, so let me correct that. And be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
At Little Caesars, get a large custom 2-topping pizza for only $7.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $7.99? Get out of here. This pizza is only $7.99. No way. This is $7.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $7.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Listen, pirate, stop taking my $7.99 pizza. Choose a large custom 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $7.99 when you order online. Only $7.99. What?
Pizza.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 5th inning. Scoreboard is now correct on the screen. It is 2-1 East Mississippi after a pair of runs scored there in the top of the 4th. ICC had something brewing in the bottom half of the inning, but a Little Caesars double play started to get them out of the jam, and then a fly out to right field eventually got them out of the inning with no damage done, with the tying run left on base at second. So this will be the 6, 7, 8 batters due up. Goodwin, Bird, and Dvorak here for East Mississippi. That pitch missing low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Again, looks like some dust may have blew up on Goodwin that time. Cliff still in the circle here for the Indians. That pitch at the knees for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Goodwin starting us off here in the top of the 5th. Takes a healthy cut at Chapman, couldn't find it. 1-2 now is the count. So 1-2 the count, no outs. Goodwin lined out on a hard hit ball out to right field. Looks at that one and just missing. Nice frame job that time by McLean, just couldn't get the call. 2-2 now is the count. Appeal down to first. Did she go? They're going to say she did not. That was going to be a borderline one that would have been tough to call. I'm going to overall agree with that, as could have went either way, but I do think she was able to pull that bat back before Blake breaking the plane. 3-2 pitch coming. That one hit her foot, and it's going to go foul. Third baseman umpire should have called that one right away, as that one bounced off her foot, but as Jim Ingram says, ball don't lie, as that one had awkward spin to it and eventually went foul. 3-2 will stay the count. So Cliff will toe the rubber now, getting ready to deliver the 3-2 offering here. Grounder, hard hit. Wolf finds it. Throw it across the way, down the line, but the tag is applied. for the out. What a play over there at third. That one was absolutely annihilated. And Wolf was able to find a way to keep that one in her glove, kind of a snow cone type catch. And Wolf zipped that one over, the tag applied. And now this will bring Bird to the plate. One of those that you just put your glove and hope something good happens, and it did that time for Wolf. That pitch in there for a strike, as this is now Brianna Bird. She grounded out 4-3 in her only at bat so far in the contest. That pitch missing low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Again, invite you to follow us on the app formerly known as Twitter, at Let's Go ICC. We'll have updates on schedules, scores, and more. Also visit letsgoicc.com. Grounder, second baseman, finds it. Nice play. Zips that one over, 4-3. Second time that Cooper has retired Bird today. And so now this will bring Dvorak back to the plate. She struck out in her only appearance. So looking to redeem herself here and see if she can get a little bit of a two-out rally started for the Lions as they lead it 2-1 here in the top of the fifth. That pitch, outer edge for a strike. 0-1 is the count now here to Dvorak. Wind's picking up. It's kind of blowing all over the place today, but it is blowing out of the park. Is that pitch in there for a strike? 0-2 is the count. Actually, excuse me, it's blowing into the park. That explains a lot. My legs were aching yesterday, and anytime the wind blows into the softball park the way it's blowing in, usually means there's rain coming. So that pitch missing low. Not a bad spot to miss there, as if Dvorak would have attempted, just would have been a little bit of a ground ball, probably a routine out there, but 1-2 now is the count. So when you know you've been around a while, and you can just tell by the way the wind blows at a ballpark if rain's coming, so it'll be a day or two out probably. Grounder ran up the armor cliff, didn't panic, throws it over, bobbled, but reeled in. An adventurous 1-3 put out there to get the 3-up, 3-down inning in the top of the fifth. ICC's got to find some bats, as it'll be the 8-9-1 batters coming to the plate. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
This is a place to create your future. And when you get here, you realize you're not alone. You meet new people and make connections. It's not always about knowing exactly where you're going. Sometimes it's about finding your own way. It's working together to build something bigger than ourselves. It's hard work, but lots of fun. We come for the quality education, but we leave with an unparalleled experience. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the fifth inning. Martin, Cooper, and Beckley scheduled up here for ICC. After getting the first two hits of the contest, ICC's only had one hit since then, as that pitch in there for a strike to Martin. Matter of fact, in the bottom of the fourth, ICC had runners on first and second after a McLean was hit by a pitch. But then a Little Caesars double play got them out of that jam. So that pitch missing low and outside. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs as Martin starting us off here. She struck out swinging in her only appearance so far. That pitch a little high and outside, and East Mississippi coach didn't necessarily like that one. Kind of comes out of the dugout, not necessarily saying anything to the umpire, just kind of being seen in that situation. 2-1 now is the count. There's a grounder, and it's going to have to hurry. Second baseman bobbles it and can't get the throw over. Call that an E4, as she would have had the out had she not bobbled the ball. And again, my stats always unofficial at the end of the day. One of those where Martin Speed may have made her look up a little bit quicker to see where she was when the ball got to her, because it was slow rolling. The clean play probably gets the out, but that's the second error of the ball game for East Mississippi, and now this will bring Cooper to the plate. Shows bunt, it's a beauty. Only one play, and it's going to be the first, and it's not in time. So now ICC's got something rolling here after that bunt single from Cooper. Runners on second and first with no outs, similar to where they were in the previous inning. And now this is going to be Allie Beckley. Beckley batting from the right side. She is a switch hitter. Actually saw her switch in the middle of the at-bat when she grounded out 6-3. But right now, if you're the Indians, you want anything to the right side of the field to advance the runner to third. Beckley shows bunt, pops it up. It's going to have some backspin and go foul, looking like a sand wedge from David Brzezinski there. Just hit and backed up about 18 inches. Strike one is the call here to Beckley. She's 1 for 2 on the day with a stolen base and a run scored, the only score for ICC. She would like to add an RBI to her total here today. Shows bunt, lays it down. Only one play, and it's to first, and it is in time. That'll be a sacrifice bunt. 1-3 on the putout. That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union, reminding you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU. They meet Monday nights at 7:07. They encourage all ICC students to be a part of worship there. They're located right across the street from the e-learning building. So runners do advance to second and third. Now this will be Sammy Day Jones. She's got an RBI single today. And that's going to be another one. Tie ball game, and they're going to try to test the arm. No, that one's going to be airmailed. Smart to hold up on the play there. Thought they were going to test the arm. So did the center fielder. New net bounced that one back nicely. And so that is going to be the second RBI single of the day. She advanced on the throw home to move to second. And so now we've got a tie ball game. 2-2. As Martin, who reached on an error, came around to score with ease that time. And so now to be a meeting in the circle here with East Mississippi. New ball game, 2-2 is the score. 1 out in the inning, as that one last hit was absolutely blistered up the middle by Sammy Day Jones. That's a bat ICC would love to get hot as they make a push towards postseason play. And so now 2-2 is the score. Runners at second and third here for the Indians. You've got Cooper at third, Day Jones at second after advancing there on the throw home. And this is going to be Jessie Smith. This is a person that can really change the complexion of this game with one swing of the bat. She is 0 for 2 on the day, a ground out to first and a ground out to third. This one popped up. And that one's going to drop for a base hit. And now they're going to try to score 2 as they're not paying attention. The throw is in time, though. So ICC was trying to catch them napping, but a good job to quickly get that one in on a perfect throw. So that'll be an RBI single for Smith. She did advance to second on that previous throw home. Cooper scored, and then you record it 9. Can't tell if they went 9-4-2 or if it was just 9-2. But either way, the out at home for the second out of the inning. As this one hit, if it stays fair, it's trouble, but it's foul. And so that's going to be a strike. 0-1 is the count. Runner at second is Smith. Tyree doubled her last time up. Hits this one. Center right fielder's going to be able to get to it and nearly trips as she makes the catch, but ICC answers with a pair of runs there in the bottom of the 5th to retake the lead now, 3-2. We played 5. Don't go anywhere. We've got a Goodman Brewing here. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we now head to the top of the 6th inning. 3-2, ICC answers back with a pair of runs there in the bottom of the 5th. It was an error by Martin. She came around to score on a single by Day Jones and a single by Cooper. And she scored on a single by Smith. Day Jones was thrown out trying to score from second. And that's where we're at right now with that Samstown Market scoring update. 3-2 is your score. ICC leading East Mississippi here in the top of the 6th. And there's a shot to the shortstop, knocked down, and that's going to be an error on the play to start the inning. Kirkland, as that one was hit hard, but one of those that should have been a play made there. As it hit her in the glove, just couldn't hang on to it there. And so now this will be Victoria Irby after Kirkland reaches on the error. Irby had a single, stole a base, and scored a run. So runner at first. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes it for a strike. Snap throw down to first is not in time. Actually a nice job there by Smith to block that one up, as it was actually a little bit low. If not, it gets out into the right field and the runner advances with ease, maybe even to third. So 0-1 is the count here to Kirkland. She's 1 for 2 on the day with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. She's also grounded out to the pitcher. Shows bunt again, pulls back, takes that one for a strike. Another snap throw down, not in time. 0-2 now is the count here to Irby. So no balls, 2 strikes, runner at first with no outs. Top of the 6th, ICC 3-2 here over East Mississippi. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there of Irby. First out of the inning. That is the 4th strikeout of the game. 1 away now. And now this is Gail Wisher coming to the plate. Wisher 0 for 2. Strikeout and a line out to second. When she hit that liner to second, it was absolutely tattooed. Just a nice play by Cooper to hang on to it. But ball gets away and runner will advance on the wild pitch, or excuse me, pass ball. So didn't get the button down, but still successful as the runner was able to advance there. So 1-0 is the count here to Gail Wisher, shortstop here for East Mississippi. Listen to that pitch low for a ball. Nice frame job by McLean, but did miss low. 2-0 now is the count. 2-0 is the count. Tying run at second now here for East Mississippi. Shows bunt, can't find it. Strike one. So 2-1 now is the count here. Pops this one up, back and out of play. Give me for a moment, I'm having to look something up for work purposes. 2-2 now is the count here to Wisher. That pitch high, snap to the shortstop. Runner will just jog back to second. Just keeping her honest over there. As now the count goes 3-2 here to Gail Wisher. Three-two pitch. Lifted, left fielder's going to go back to the warning track, and then drops the ball. Going to throw it over to third, not in time. And E7, as the runner advances to second on the error. The throw was not in on time, and that one just in and out of the glove over there of Martin. And that's what you call leadership. As you see Sammy Day Jones, Martin just drops her glove in disgust. Sammy comes over, picks it up, says, hey, get ready for the next play. And so now this is going to be, I believe, Atkins coming to the plate. Big opportunity here for East Mississippi to retake the lead with runners on second and third with only one out in the inning. Big swing and a miss there as Atkins at the plate, 0 for 2 in the day with a strikeout. She's also grounded out 4-3. And so she'll dig in here with runners at second and third. 3-2 ICC with the lead here in the top of the sixth. Shows bunt, fouls it off, just trying a little bit of a squeeze play there. 0-2 now is the count. And coach wants to have a moment to talk to her batter here, kind of just calm her down a little bit. Runner at second, runner at third. It's a couple of errors that have haunted the Indians here in this inning. As it's Kirkland who reached on an error by the shortstop. And then a drop ball on a fly ball out to left field. E7 for Wisher, who advanced to second. Just heads up, that's how you're coached. Play it out until you know you're out. And she kept running and advanced to second without any issues. And so 0-2 now is the count here. Well, the Indians, boy, they would love to find a Renaissance Bank strikeout here if Cliff's got one. She's got 4 so far on the day. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there. That's the 5th of the day for Clift. And now here comes trouble. This is Karen Wisher. Popped up to shortstop, but had a hard hit double that drove in a run on her last at bat. Takes a healthy cut at that one, swinging for strike 1. So 0-1 is the count. Runners at second and third. ICC trying to get out of this jam with no damage done. East Mississippi trying to get the merry-go-round spinning here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. That pitch missing outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. This is game 1 of 2 this afternoon here in Fulton. We invite you to stay tuned for both of these games today. 1-1 now is the count. There's a grounder up the middle. Second baseman throw across the way. Is it in time? Oh my gosh. No way. He called her safe. She was out by a step. That's a missed call. Bad missed call there. As if it stands, it's a tie ball game, as Coach Ernest is going to come out and talk to her pitcher here, but beat her by a step on the throw, and the umpire kind of hesitant on making the play or making the call. That's the second time today we've seen ICC just come up on the short end of a call by the umpires. That's the second hit of the day, and so that officially go for an RBI single, as they were able to cash in on one of the errors, or did they cash in on both of them? We'll see when they reset. Nope, the runner did stay at third in that situation, so it is a 3-3 contest. And so now this will be Rommel at the plate, 0 for 2 in the day. Go ahead and run now at third with 2 outs. Shows bunt and fouls that one off. Well, that one hit the bat as she was pulling it back there, and that was a break for the Indians. As that one gets away, Rommel was charging down third, and she's got good speed and probably would have been able to score to take a 1-run lead here. Runners on the corners for East Mississippi. Technically 2 outs in the inning. Indians have recorded 3 outs, but a missed call on that previous play extends the inning. That pitch in there for a strike. Runner goes. Now we'll try to get in a rundown. And the throw, she tripped and got her. As we're going to go back and look at that one. So that one goes 2, 6, 2, 5, 6, 2 on the putout, I think, as we'll end the inning tied at 3. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Welcome back as we go now to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's been an exciting game right now, one that's seen a little bit of everything. Hits, questionable, I'm going to call them questionable calls to be fair. In my opinion, 2 missed calls that really, one of them cost the Indians, actually both of them cost the Indians, but part of the game. Umpires are human, and that's one of the beautiful things about baseball and softball, at least on this level. They're starting to take that away in the major league level, is the human mistake or human error aspect of the game. Is that pitch in there for a strike to McLean. As much as we do complain about that when it comes to baseball and softball, that's one of my things I do like about it, is it keeps the game natural, that there is a chance for players to make mistakes, and clearly today a chance for umpires to make mistakes. As that pitch goes high, 1-1 now is the count. So it'll be McLean, Turner, and Wolf in a 3-3 contest here in the bottom of the 6th. McLean reaches down, hits a grounder. Beautiful stop by the shortstop. Throw across the way is not in time. What a play over there at short. Is that a go for a single for McLean? The fact that Wisher was able to find the ball and have a chance to even throw it across was impressive. As we'll have a runner come in this situation. This will be number 8. That's going to be Lakin Nichols coming in to run for McLean. That'll be a double switch, as McLean will likely come back in and catch in the bottom half of the inning. Or excuse me, top half of the inning, I should say. And so Nichols will be in to run here. And this will be Turner coming to the plate. Well, Gail Wisher has made a lot of great plays over there at short today. Been very impressed with her play, and that was one of them, even though she didn't record an out. As that bunt's popped up, and it's going to be one play, and it's over to first, and they're going to call her out. That's the right call. That's the right call. ICC fans didn't like it, but she did hold on to the ball. And so that's going to be a sacrifice bunt that advances the runner over. That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. See, I can disagree with the umpire, but I can back them up when I do think they made the right call. She didn't drop the ball. She kind of stumbled and fell forward, but kept the ball in her glove, giving the illusion that she dropped the ball. But she did hang on to it. And so the runner advances on that sacrifice bunt, and now this will bring Wolf to the plate. Wolf 0 for 2, did reach on an error. Rips that one foul. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second, representing the go-ahead run here for ICC. Lakin Nichols, who has great speed out there at second. Not only she got great speed, she's fearless. For us old school folks out there, we've seen her a couple of times this season. Pete Rose-like slides head first, not afraid to take some contact. Will get aggressive on the bases as that pitch missing low for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Matter of fact, cost her a couple of games as she was shaken up after the home series, after trying to slide in to score a run. There's a hard hit ball, but it's going to go foul. 2-2 now will be the count here on Wolf. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at second. That is the go-ahead run here in the bottom of the 6th for ICC. Big swing and a miss there. Nice location on that pitch as it fell out of the zone, but a swing and a miss for the Renaissance Bank strikeout. And that is going to be the second out of the inning. And I've got that as the second strikeout of the day for Goodwin. And so now 2 outs, and this will be Martin at the plate. Martin lifts that pitch outside for a ball. So 1-0 is the count here to Martin. Hits that one, second baseman finds it, plenty of time, throws it over in time for the out, 4-3. And East Mississippi gets out of the slight jam there in the bottom of the 6th. 3-3 is your score. We're heading to the 7th. Do the Indians have some walk-off magic on them in this one? We'll take a break and find out and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
And welcome back. As anticipated, McLean re-entered the contest as we get set to start the top of the 2nd inning. So this will be Rachel Rommel, Goodwin, and Bird scheduled up here in the top of the 7th. 3-3 is the score. Cliff still in the circle here for the Indians. Rommel takes that first pitch for a strike. She was actually at the plate when Gail Wisher was caught in the rundown to end the 6th. There's a hard hit ball, and it's going to be snagged by the shortstop. Throw across the way is not in time, but we just bragged about the play of Gail Wisher. Well, there's a very similar play there by Hallie Turner. Again, deep dive, and the fact that she was able to get the throw over in time, or it wasn't in time, but the fact she was able to get the throw over was impressive. But that will go for a leadoff single. That's a big hit there. And now here comes Goodwin to the plate. Goodwin could really help her on cause here with a base hit. She's 0 for 2, a hard hit line out to right field. Grounded out 5-3 in her previous at bat. Pitching here in game 1. Listen to that pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count now here to Goodwin. Runner at first. That's Rommel. Rommel catching here in game 1 for East. Snap throw down. Rommel didn't really get much of a lead there. Is that pitch missing for a ball? 1-1 now is the count. Well, the Indians have left a couple of base runners in scoring position over the last 2 out of 3 innings. Actually, 2 of the last 3 batters that they've left on have been in scoring position. That pitch high and outside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Goodwin is at the dish. That one hit hard, but it's caught on the line drive, and that's the double play. What a beautiful play there by Jessie Smith. That one was tattooed off the bat. Jessie caught it with the bend of an arm. Didn't even catch it with her glove. Caught it with the bend of an arm. Stepped on the bag for a Little Caesars double play. We saw East Mississippi come up with a clutch one. Clutch one there for ICC as well. Be a nominee for a What a Play Wednesday, brought to you by Renaissance Bank. So now this will bring Bird to the plate with nobody on. Takes that first pitch in there for a strike. Yeah, as I said, it may have hit her glove and skipped into her arm, but Jessie caught that one with the bend of an arm. Pinned against her body is that pitch missing low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here to Bird. So 1-1 now is the count here to Brianna Bird. She's playing in left field today. Pulls that one foul down the line. 1-2 now is the count. I was going to say she grounded out 4-3 on both of her attempts so far. She was dead set on not hitting that one to the right side of the field, so much so that she pulled it foul down the third base line. 1-2 now is the count here to Bird. So the 1-2 pitch popped up. It's going to get out of play, and we'll stay at 1-2. Nice job finding a piece of that one to keep the at-bat alive there by Bird. 3-3 is the score, top of the 7th. Nobody on after a Little Caesars double play by Jessie Smith. Swinging and a miss for strike 3. A clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout, the 6th of the game there for Cliff. Can ICC find a way to walk it off in the bottom of the 7th? Or can East Mississippi extend this one to extra innings? We'll find out when we come back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
At Little Caesars, get a large custom 2-topping pizza for only $7.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $7.99? Get out of here. This pizza is only $7.99. No way. This is $7.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $7.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Listen, pirate, stop taking my $7.99 pizza. Choose a large custom 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $7.99 when you order online. Only $7.99. What?
Pizza.
High school seniors, listen up. Your journey at Itawamba Community College begins now. Registration for ICC's orientation sessions is now open. This free, required, and incredibly beneficial event is a must. Discover the ins and outs of campus life, create your class schedule for the fall. Spots are filling up fast, so don't miss out. Register for one of our spring or summer sessions at www.iccms.edu/orientation.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Drama here in Fulton as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-3 is the score. This has been an exciting ball game the whole way through. Can ICC find a way to walk this one off? It's going to be Cooper, Beckley, and Day Jones scheduled up here for the Indians. East Mississippi going to see if they can force this one into extra innings. ICC coming off a 1-0 win in extra innings down at East Central. As that ball gets away, nobody on base to worry about there. 1-0 is the count. So it was a run back in the first inning. That was a Day Jones single Sammy Day Jones single that scored Beckley. East Mississippi got 2 runs in the top of the 4th. ICC answered with 2 in the bottom of the 1st. As that pitch in the dirt, 2-0 now is the count. East Mississippi pushed one across on a questionable base hit call in the top of the 6th. ICC got a beautiful Little Caesars double play by Jesse Smith, unassisted over there at first base, to put a 0 spot on the board in the top of the 7th. And now here we are in the bottom. 2-0 is the count here to Cooper. Cooper looks at that pitch. It loops back in there for a strike. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike. In the dirt, 3-1 now is the count. Where if you're ICC, you just need base runners. Get somebody on base, and then see if you can get them around the bases. And Cooper, in that 9 spots, got good speed. She's 1 for 2 on the day. A single, a run scored. She's grounded out to second. Actually, grounded out to short to end the 2nd. Working with a 3-1 count now as Goodwin is going to look over this one. Taking the whole way that time, and that's going to be a leadoff walk. That's what the Indians needed there. Somebody on base. Anything to make something happen. And now this is going to be Beckley coming to the plate. Beckley had a sacrifice bunter last time up. Reached on a bunt single to start the game. Stole a base and scored a run. She's also grounded out 6-3. The East Mississippi pitcher wanting to come out now and kind of clean up some dirt in this situation. It's becoming an issue here late in the contest. There's a few dirt clots out there. Not a bad idea to wisely just pick those up. Don't want one of those little slow rollers to possibly hit one of those, and especially in a bunt situation here. You think about all the rain we've got leading up to this one, easily to cause that type of situation. The ground crew does a great job, as always, to get the field prepared, so they'll pay some extra attention to that in between games. So now with the runner at first, no outs. This is going to be Allie Beckley. She bats from the right and left side. She's going to choose to go from the left side this time, giving Coach Ernest a chance to get the dirt. She's going to drop it off into the bullpen area over there in left field. So we're set to restart here. As we mentioned, Beckley had a bunt single in her first at bat. Swings on that one. Off the glove of the third baseman. That's going to go for a fair ball. Cooper's going to round second. Are they going to send her home? Yes, they are. She's going to round third, and she will score! The Indians walk it off on an error And ICC wins it by the final score of 4-3. Fitting finish to this game as it has been a wild one. E3 as it came off the glove of the first baseman. And Cooper scampered all the way around the bags, and ICC wins it by the final score of 4-3. We'll take a break and be back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as, well, we're not anticipating the start of Game 2 with the national anthem, as they now will cut that one off. So we can continue with the Renaissance Bank postgame report here. ICC wins a wild one, 4-3 here in Game 1. ICC improves to 18-24 overall, 8-9 in conference play. East Mississippi falls to 13-20, 5-14 in conference play. And man, this has just been, it was an interesting day in Game 1. A lot of great pitching is the first thing from Clift and Goodwin. Had some questionable calls on both sides of the infield, I guess you could say, throughout the game, and ICC was able to find a way to win it there on the final play of the game. They win it 4-3. ICC 4 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors. East Mississippi 3 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors. Those stats, as always, unofficial here in Game 1. We're going to take a break and be back in about 20 to 30 minutes with Game 2 here from Fulton. ICC wins a wild one, 4-3 here in Game 1.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents, not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet, a famous speed solver,
Piece of cake.
a noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.